To serve and protect. So goes the slogan of the police. And this is what the Philippine National Police is all about. The PNP is the ultimate public servant. Its principal job is to protect the well-being of the Filipino people. Today's PNP, however, does more than just serve and protect. As an organization, the PNP has been around for more than 100 years. It is the civilian peacekeeping arm of the government, much as the armed forces of the Philippines is the military arm that keeps the peace. Today's Philippine National Police was previously the Philippine Constabulary and the Integrated National Police. Before that, the Philippine Constabulary served as the National Police Force, even as local police forces were under the control of local executives. The Philippine Constabulary was created at the end of the Philippine-American War, after the Americans captured General Emilio Aguinaldo, President of the First Philippine Republic. Restoring peace and order was the first order of the day, and the American colonizers wanted a civilian peacekeeping force. In its first few years of existence, Americans occupied the highest posts in the constabulary. They gradually gave way to Filipinos, with Brigadier General Rafael Crame appointed as the first Filipino PC chief in December 1917. For the next 2 decades, the PC was an insular police force, but was placed under the control of the newly created Philippine Army in January 1936. Manuel L. Quezon was president at that time, and the country was in transition from Commonwealth to independence. Meanwhile, the state police was created in 1936, but was abolished in 1938. President Quezon himself reactivated the PC and placed it under the Department of Interior. With World War II looming, this reconstituted and revitalized Philippine Constabulary was prepared to take part in the defense of the motherland. The Japanese, however, forced the PC into servitude, along with local and national government officials. Individually, untold numbers of the men of the PC would join the guerrilla forces that sprang up after the Japanese invaded the country. While Japanese forces were still occupying the Philippines, President Sergio Osmeña created the Military Police Command in 1944. After the war ended, the National Police Force was created, again bearing the name of the Philippine Constabulary. In the decades that followed, the police was under the control of the heads of the local government units where they were assigned. These local police forces operated separately from the PC, and some units would face greater challenges than others, especially where confronting the local communist movement was concerned. The communists had been part of the guerrilla movement during the war, but had refused to lay down their arms when peace returned. As such, they had become a problem for the government. The movement grew and came close to capturing Manila, had it not been for Defense Secretary Ramon Magsaysay, who would eventually become president. It was his tactics and strategies that broke the back of the communist rebellion of the 50s. The communist movement was revitalized in the 60s, better organized, spread throughout the countryside. Subversive activities escalated until the early